today in the Roman martyrology is the feast day of St. Margaret of Scotland. It is the feast day not of her death, but the feast day of her translation, when her body was moved from Dunfermline, where she was buried, to El Escorial in Madrid. Margaret is quite an extraordinary character. She was of the Anglo-Saxon royal house. She was born in 1046 and died in 1093. So in this time, of course, you have 1066, when the French invade, William the Conqueror. What happens then is that all of the English houses, all of the royal houses, flee to the abroad in order to keep themselves safe, just in case when the French kings come in, they do away with the old royal houses. Eventually, Margaret found shelter in the royal court in Scotland. And when she was there, being a princess and being accepted well by the royal court, she eventually married Malcolm III, the King of Scotland. It wasn't a dynastic marriage, so it wasn't a political marriage. They loved each other, and Malcolm especially. Malcolm loved Margaret with an extraordinarily deep passion. A lovely, lovely marriage. Margaret, as a saint, did all of the things you'd expect a saint to do. She went round, she gave to the poor, she liberated slaves, especially Anglo-Saxon slaves. She founded monasteries and nunneries. She founded the royal convent at Dunfermline as a place for the royal tombs to be. But more, I think more than that, was her influence over the Scottish court. And by that I mean her influence over Malcolm. Because Malcolm loved what she loved. And although his faith may not have been great, and it may not have been strong, because of her, and because of her example, he was changed. Let me read you something that her biographer wrote. He, Malcolm, saw that Christ truly dwelt in her heart. What she rejected, he rejected. What she loved, he, for love of her, loved too. Malcolm couldn't read. Margaret could. So Margaret would open up her prayer books, which were richly embellished with gold and silver, and Malcolm would look over her shoulder to see what she was reading. You can see it. You can see this image in front of you. Malcolm, this big, hulking, rude brute, looking over beautiful Margaret's shoulder, saying, "What's that? What's that say there? What's that word?" What a beautiful way to teach. What a beautiful way to be taught. He saw her faith in her heart, and he was moved, and he was changed by it. Of course, she's a saint because of all of the beautiful works that she did for the poor, for the church, and all of that. But she should be a saint most dearly and most beautifully for married couples, because through her example, through her life, she influenced, changed, and brought Christ to her other half, to the other half of her soul, to her husband. May Margaret of Scotland pray for us and pray for all married couples.